blender, and yes, it seriously needs to be cleaned. Like, I think I've cleaned this twice, and I've had this for about a year. I know, that's disgusting. But hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a book tag, and it's something that I really would not have normally considered doing. But I watched some other people do their videos and their take on it, and I really enjoyed it, so I thought, you know, that would be fun to do on my channel as well. I don't know who actually started this book tag. I would definitely want to give them credit, so I will put it in the description box below so that you can go back and watch where the original video was made. Okay, quick disclaimer, makeup is not really my forte. I would by no stretch of the imagination call myself any kind of beauty guru. Do love playing with makeup and like pretending I know what the hell I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna do it the best I can. I looked up the questions, and you know, one thing I did notice is that not all the questions are exactly the same. Like, they're altered just a little bit. Like, some have concealer and some don't. So I just found one that had the questions listed and it was straightforward, so that's the one I'm going with. Okay, so the first one is foundation. Pick your favorite book that is the first book in a series. So for this, I'm going with A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I know this isn't like the best book, best example for this, but I really enjoyed the second book, and this book was good, don't get me wrong. There were just some tropes in it that were hard to get past, but you needed this one to get to the next one, which is why I'm putting this one in. For those of you who may not know what this book is about, we follow a girl, Feyre, who is kind of the matriarch of her family since her father kind of ruined them. And they used to come from money, but now they're just in poverty, and she is having to go out into these dangerous woods that are close to the Fey world and hunt for food. And one day she comes upon a Fey wolf, and there's something that happens there that causes one of the Fey to come out into the real world and take her back into his world. Where my problem with this comes is when he takes her back into his world, you would think because of what happened in the woods, he would be pissed off and not treat her so well, but he ends up treating her like she's a queen. And until you get to the next book, that really bothered me. Like, I couldn't wait for the next one to come out so it would make sense. So that's just a quick synopsis of what this one is. I struggled with the choice on this one, but it's my channel. I can do what I want, so I chose this one. For the foundation, I'm going with my Too Faced Born This Way in Vanilla. So yeah, I'm gonna use my beauty blender with my foundation. Question 2, eyeshadow. Pick a book that has your favorite colors on the cover. This one was very difficult because, as you guys know, I really, really, really love a beautiful book cover, and I've got so many, but I chose Tahara Mafi's Furthermore. I mean, just look at it. It's gorgeous. But not only is the book gorgeous, the story within it is beautiful. It's about a girl who's born in a world with magic, and she has absolutely no color. She has absolutely no color to her, where there's color everywhere. Her father has disappeared, and there's a boy that she goes on this journey to find him with. She can't stand this boy. She just gets on her nerves so bad. But they end up making things work, and it's just, the writing is beautiful, the story is very whimsical. I did a listen and read, like I listened to the book as I was reading it, which for me just made it even more special, and I just love this book, so I chose this one because of that. I'm going with my favorite palette for 2017. It's the Peach Too Faced palette, and if you get a chance to pick this one up, I would, because the colors in this are just beautiful. And you've got colors in here that would go good for spring, winter, fall, summer. You can just do so many amazing looks with this. And to top it off, it smells like peaches. Just want to lick it. It's Super Bowl night here, and I've got people in the other room watching the game. I could give two shits about the game. All I'm going to be doing is hanging out with a bunch of guys, so my makeup is going to be very simple for this, because after I have a few glasses of wine, it won't even matter. So for this, just because it's so pretty, I am going to go in with this pink, and it's called Just Peachy, this one right here. And I'm just going to pack it on the lid. Kind of halo it a little bit. And for the brush, I'm using the brush that came with the Anastasia Renaissance palette. I've got many brushes over there, but this one was right there, so I just grabbed it. And so I've got the color on my eyelids, and then I'm just gonna soften up the edges a little bit. And then just add a touch of this, what is it, white peach right here.
Just right around where the separation line is.
So that's all I'm going to do for that. So question 3 is eyeliner. Pick a dark and mysterious book. Merciless by Danielle Vega. This is the first book of hers that I've read, and it was pretty good. It takes a lot to kind of creep me out, but this book, I liked it because what was happening in it wasn't as predictable as you might expect. So I liked the unpredictability of it. For the eyeliner, I use Tarte eyeliner. It's the Precision Longwear, and it's got the, my camera's not wanting to focus, but it's got the felt tip on it, which makes it easier to do the lines. And I am shit when it comes to mascara. Like, this is my game. I have to put a piece of tape there and then draw my line so I don't make it go everywhere. And even still, I cannot get them to match. If you see me with any kind of a wing on it, this shit took forever. I can't, I just don't have the skill to make them match. So most of the time I just run a thin line on there, and I'm not going to show you that because I can't really do it with this camera here. I actually need a mirror up close. So let's just pretend I put that on there and jump to the next question. Question 4, mascara. Pick a long book. I'm just going to go with The Chemist by Stephenie Meyer. And this is Stephenie Meyer's newest book. Like, I don't know, 100 pages or so, was about her trying to stay in cover, trying to stay alive. And she's a chemist, and she is amazing at her job. And she could kill you with a kiss. She could kill you with the air in the room. She's good at what she does. But the department tries to lure her back in. All this shit happens. The book took an unexpected twist for me, and I found it very, very interesting. Loved her writing in this book just as much as the others, and it's just a great book. For my mascara, I use just a drugstore mascara. I have tons of other mascara, but right now I'm using NYC, the Demi. It's about time for me to get another one too. Oh, damn it. I do that more often than I'd like to admit. I still have mascara. Fuck me. I still have mascara on from earlier today, so this is hard to put on top of. Anyway, you get the point. 5 is blush. Pick a book that has some cringe-worthy romance. Oh my god, this was so easy to pick out. I'm going with The Tiger's Curse. This is Tiger's Destiny, but they're all the same. This one has very, very tropey romance in it. Very quick, instant love. And it carries out throughout the entire trilogy. Now, don't get me wrong, this was a trash book for me. Like, Kiera Cass's Selection series, like, it was total and utter trash, but it's the trash that you get addicted to. So I did finish off the entire series and loved every minute of it. But knowing this is a very tropey book, very cringeworthy romance in here. Like, I have a picture in my mind of what Ren looks like. And kick him out of bed, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's why I went with this one. For my blush, I go with Sephora's Golden Spice. I've had this one forever and ever and ever, and it just seems like it's a never-ending pile. And my brush is just a Walmart angled brush. Number 6, lipstick. Your favorite book kiss. Hand down, I went with A Court of Mist and Fury. The relationship between Feyre and Rhys. Sexual tension is there. Cannot wait until they finally kiss. And once they do, you just feels. You get the feels for real. And then every kiss after that is just as magical. I love the relationship between Feyre and Rhys. The lipstick I'm going for is Sephora's. I wish I could tell you what color it is, but it is no longer on here. I don't know what color it is. I like this color because it's not so wet and it lasts a long time without having to constantly reapply it. Number 7, finishing powder. Pick your favorite book that is the last book in a series. Again, hands down, Crooked Kingdom. If you haven't read Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, what are you waiting for? Like, you don't even have to really like fantasy to appreciate these books. The story and the characters are spot on. Like, you just can't go wrong. My favorite characters in both books are Casbreaker and Jesper. Both of them are just, I mean, they have their flaws, but you can appreciate their flaws because of their past, their history. So you understand why they are the way they are. There's so much that happens. Look at the gorgeousness of it. I know I've already stated this, but this was my favorite book of 2016. This and Crooked Kingdom. This and Six of Crows were my favorites of 2016. I read them back to back. So for finishing powders, I'm going with this Banana Setting Powder by Bella Pierre. It's not my favorite powder, but I'm out of the one I really like, and I can't even think of what it's called. But I like the translucent powders better. This one has a little bit of color to it, so I'm very sparingly using it just on the places where I tend to get oily, and then spread it around just a little bit. So guys, that is pretty much it. That's all the questions for this book tag. This is about as good as it gets. I'm not like some makeup guru or anything, so this video is probably total shit and I'm probably boring you to death, but whatevs. I hope you enjoyed it. Sexy football players bounce around in their tights, and that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, bye!